Emily. I wanted to tell you a bit more about why I'd like to speak with you with my inner voice. So I am 5 months pregnant. I'll be 6 months pregnant when I see you in Pittsburgh. And something I've been working on and thinking about is how to get into a place of deep unconditional self-love so that when my baby comes, that's the life and worldview that I'm showing him or her. And it's something I'm struggling with. It's something I think I have a lot of stories I tell myself about needing to prove my worthiness for my own love or anyone else's love. And I want to release all of that and bring a baby into a world where I show them how to be brave and full of love no matter what. So that's what I'd love to talk about.
Welcome to the Lively Show.
Thank you for having me.
All right, tell us a little bit about yourself and how we can help you.
Yeah, so I come to your work, I think it really aligns with how I was living my life before I found you, and season 4 and season 5, and just what's the next best decision in flowing. And as I've done more work and did Flow with Intention online and really loved it, I've come to this, also I'm 6 months pregnant with a baby, so the question relates to that. I've come to this realization that I think my mind has a deep lack of self-love, and it's made me feel really sad, and in thinking about being a parent and what kind of world I want to bring my baby into and how the environment I want it to be a place full of unconditional self-love. And so I guess my question is, how can I give that to my child and be a good leader and example for unconditional self-love?
Beautiful. All right. Is this a good one? This is a good one. All right. And this is great because you can apply this to yourself, your child, or anyone in your life. Okay. Heart or gut?
Heart.
Okay, so you're going to throw it to your chest. Do you love me?
Always.
So it's just the mind that's not feeling that love?
It's the mind.
Yeah. Can the mind love? Is it even possible for it to do that?
I'm not sure.
Is that what you heard?
I think that's my mind.
Okay, yeah. This is where I'm actually excited to find out myself. When you tap into, you can get infinite wisdom from any person on the street if they're doing this. You don't need to go to Socrates. He was doing the same thing. The beautiful reversal is instead of Socrates sitting here, I'm having the student sit.
Okay,
because that's what we're ready for.
The mind can want.
Can it love in the way that you know how to do?
No.
No. So it's not its job.
No.
Its job is not to love. Its job is not capable of loving the way you do.
It wants love.
It wants love, but it does not do the loving.
No.
How many aha moments and realizations just happened in that? So where does the love come from?
It's the heart.
So it's not the job of the mind to love. It's not doing anything wrong.
No, it's just hungry.
It's hungry. What is it hungry for?
Acceptance.
From what?
Itself.
Why is it so hard for the mind to... Can the mind accept itself?
No, because then it would be done.
What would happen if that doneness was felt?
Boredom, the end.
Yeah. Would it really be the end, or is that just what the mind fears or thinks?
The mind doesn't know.
Yeah. What do you know?
Love is everything.
Yeah. The mind's just not able to perceive it.
It's too small.
Yeah. It's like a color out of its color range. It's like a bumblebee sees ultraviolet rays, but we can't in our eyes. It's not a problem with our eyes, and it doesn't mean ultraviolet rays don't exist. It's just not a mechanism to detect that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's there, it just can't perceive it with that sense. So there's nothing wrong with me.
No.
No. I have a part of me that loves myself unconditionally and a part of me that's always looking for attachment and acceptance because that's what it's thinking it needs to do in order to stay alive.
Yeah.
So there's nothing wrong in that dance.
No, it's just about who's leading.
Okay. Beautiful. Who do you want to lead that dance? Inner voice.
The heart.
So it leads and the mind follows?
The heart knows.
What does it know?
That everything is all right always.
Always. So no matter what happens with my child in its life, everything's all right.
Yes.
No matter what.
Yes, and your child is made of love.
And every other child?
And every child.
And every other adult?
And every
It's
person.
just an older kid? If that's all there is, why is there so much fear?
The mind wants to fix itself.
Yeah. And it's doing it externally as well and creating a mess of things in the world.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. That's the world we're in. We're just spinning on a dot in the middle of nothingness. And look at all the drama we've created. Not just externally in countries and politics and globalization, but on the internal world of ourselves as well. The external is a reflection of the internal.
Yeah.
So I don't need the external world for my child to be solved.
No. You need to feel the love towards your mind from your heart.
I have goosebumps. That is exactly aligned with so much of what I've uncovered in deep inquiry and learning. You are a very good connection.
Thank you.
You're doing really good. How do you feel?
Good. Release, you know?
Yeah.
It's like a big fear.
Okay, now let's do I'm going to untangle another knot your mind might have. Okay. Like spaghetti. All right. Inner voice. I desperately want my child to feel this unconditional love, and it's mine, and it can't do it because the mind of that child also can't love itself because it's not the loving mechanism. How do I resolve that in my mind? The fact that that's not going to be a reality for that child.
The child will teach you.
What will he or she teach me?
Ease, love, presence.
How does it teach me those things? I've got to wipe its butt and feed it and...
It slows you down.
Is that what I need?
Oh, yes.
Why do I need to be slowed down?
Because there's so much beauty now and now and now.
And the child's going at that pace of now.
The child sees all the beauty.
Why does the child see all the beauty?
Because it's new.
What does new have to do with it?
Wonder, freshness.
How do I help the child maintain the wonder and freshness?
By listening.
To what?
Myself and them.
And the myself I'm listening to is which part of me?
Oh, my inner self, my voice, yeah.
What do I do when the mind ratchets it all this other story stuff up?
Tell it I love it.
How does it know to believe it? Because it's not a knowing mechanism either. It can't love and it can't know. So how is this terrified thing going to know love?
Maybe it can learn.
It can learn?
There's hope in learning.
There's hope in learning. Will this ever be solved for the mind?
No.
Is that okay?
Yes.
Why is that okay? This is what the mind's trying to solve with everything in its beingness, thinkingness.
There's so much joy in the process.
The process of what?
The back and forth.
Between?
Mind and self.
That's it, it's just the dance.
And the discovery in the dance.
What is the mind here to discover next in the dance?
How little it is.
Does little mean it's unimportant?
No. It means it can take itself lightly.
How serious it makes itself seem to be.
Oh, yeah.
How heavy, foreboding.
How responsible.
Responsible. How responsible is the mind?
Not even a little.
What is responsible?
Trust. Allowing.
What does allowing mean? This is a classic inner voice word.
Being excited for what's next, whatever it is.
Whatever it is, without the certainty or knowing of what it is.
It's better that way.
Why is it better? The mind is terrified of the uncertainty of the unknown. Why is that better?
Delight.
It gets to be surprised.
Yeah, there's delight in surprises.
Does the inner voice just have a bunch of gifts for the mind to experience if it just let it show up to him?
Yeah, everything's a gift.
What can I do to release even more tension in the mind around the subject of being a mother?
Trust.
Where
Trust what's coming, yeah.
Trust what's coming. From, I am trusting, what am I trusting?
The net of the universe.
The net. So there's a net.
It's the love.
Do I ever not exist?
No.
Does my child ever not exist?
No.
They already existed before they even are in this womb. Therefore, yes? No?
Yeah, we're so excited to meet.
And we get to play in this delightful universe together.
I get to enjoy them.
How do you feel?
Really good. I'm so sorry.
How does it feel to be a mother in 3 months?
I feel really excited. I have a lot of trust in the flow of some parts of it, but this was a big hang up for me. Just wanting to be the kind of mom I wanted to be, but there's so much peace in knowing that it's all just there and it's just a matter of relaxing into it.
What can I do when the mind tells another story in the future? How can I get back to this place?
Take a walk. Tell the mind to take a walk.
Is there anything else you want me to know right now?
There's just so much beauty. Just stop and see it.
Beautiful. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So I started parenting with presence about a year ago, and I'm already gonna cry. It has been so freeing. I was actually telling these ladies, or one of them last night, it has brought such comfort to me. I share custody of my kids with their dad, and I was worry. I need to control, what they eat and what they're doing and how late they're staying up, and I want them to be okay, and I don't want them to end up, like him or like whoever, and I don't need to worry about it, and it's just been freeing for us as a family, and for me as a mom, and their perspective has shifted towards me because I'm allowing them to be who they're supposed to be. So it's beautiful. I hope that you can do that for your child. It's amazing.
From Mary to Sarah to Emily, I just recognized what Jess is trying to do. She can't teach us our timing. She can only teach us how to hook into our story, to Stephen Covey taking the toy away too soon and then the disintegration. But what we all feel in this room is the enlightenment of our own joy and the process. And when we're ripe, we're ready. That's an unbelievable gift you're giving the world.
We're all doing it.
But you started it.
Did you have a realization while watching? We want to hear about it. Please send us a message at realizations@jesslively.com. May something wonderful happen to you today.